The smoke of my soul out of control, reality's a trip. But where we in fact find ourselves at, the fantasy's the bitch. So I'm puffing a blunt, we're fucking them up with ease. They stumbling rhymes and mumbling lines, trying to bite Smoke MC. But they can't even copycat, cause the fans know what's up. Calling your shit the chronic when it's not even dope enough to constitute a competition in the most minuscule sense. I got more rhymes than missing dollars from the Department of Defense events meant to fool you, displayed upon the evening news. Y'all can call me Raphael because my style is crude but rude. You can always count on me to keep it realer than real. I take the truth over a booth too. Fuck the mass appeal, stealing rhymes from the Ghost Riders. Do the mainstream's fuck. They act like they know, let's go to a show. I smoke them like a blunt, that's why they front. It's all the stuff that's never gonna be demonstrable. See, I spit facts upon the track, I wane and wax philosophical topical fusion flow to show the optical illusions. I call them lies, they in disguise, and sold them most as facts. Trapped and live in prison by the bother of a on that. Becomes reality when you believe all the political crap. Rap is the venue that I use to spread my whole message. A blessing, I'm working my words you heard into something interesting. Messing with the dissonance that's currently hurting your brain. Like, do you really think that we live in the home of the brave? You're just a slave and so am I, cause we both paying taxes. If you disagree, you clowning hard like JP Patches. Matches and gasoline can't clean up all of this mess. Passed down from the past now, how the rest is left to Seth. It's best to stay out of my way if you wanna fucking live. Without a swift kick in the ass, that's all I've really gotta give. This is smoke, dope as anything your ass ever stole. See, I got peace in my heart, but I got smoke in my soul.
God damn, Scope. That was some bad shit, man. I do wrap it up. Damn. I got peace in my heart, but I got smoke in my soul. Damn straight.
I tell you right now that knowledge ain't arcane, but those who say it is are the ones who run the game. I think it's plain to see the aversion to consistent thought process. They feed us metaphysics and insist it's just progress, not less than a web of lies and ties and flies into the matrix, destroying all human culture while they're claiming to save it. I'll say it, fuck information, fuck a sun worship cult. Leave the childish things behind, it's time to beat an adult. The bulk of modern media is comprised entirely of both the Illuminati and the giant corporate entity host. Most of the people completely indoctrinated and selfish. Believe in mass medication has anything to do with wellness. Hell, it's just another day in Uncle Sam's USA. Say you ever notice the one spouting universal peace may lead you astray and start more fucking wars anyway. Just look into the mirror to find the very ones to blame. The same miseducation of nations is the legacy of the Masons, and indoctrination placement has been relatively painless. If you don't count the millions killed by the military, the level of propaganda we face is really what's quite scary. Albert Pike would be proud of the lies that stand now, how entire events can be staged to play the populace like clowns. Down to the bones, it grows like cancer when it's stressed. Crisis Cast is partnered with security firm G4S, unless we forget they employed Uma Martinez, zealous actor with dreams of being on the silver screen, had clearly been groomed by the feds for another fake shooting. Green screens and script reading, we see what they're all doing, accruing more evidence by the minute that all they say is a lie. Between the Zionists and the right, we gotta fight or we'll fucking die. Like lights in the sky, it's just another lie for more. As the Mossad say, by way of deception, thou shalt do war. More force is not a justification in and of itself. In fact, it's creating our own personal plane of hell. Melting ice and ISIS, it's all the latest fucking fear. When your government frauds its citizens of trillions every year. Fuck the founding fathers and fuck your current system. Fuck the blatant lies NASA tells about the place we live in. Billions of years old, moving at an impossible speed. Yet somehow we don't notice it. Or the stars that we see that have remained constant for thousands of years. And no fucking curve to the earth is so abundantly clear, nearly beyond belief that we could have been so deceived. With zombies worshipping Kanye West and Jay-Z, throwing up pyramids, claiming to be master masons, and glorifying ancient races. It's so fucking insane, it's making people awaken or remain apathetic to a prison system of Darwinian eugenics, selected so we'd accept it. When the guillotines finally fell, when the triggers were pulled and bombs dropped by stealth, love of wealth and power is what devours our people, and only love of each other will ever conquer the evil. This is music you'll never hear on your radio station. Most of you know me as Smoke, but you can call me the Anti-Mason. This is music you'll never hear on your radio station. Most of you know me as Smoke, but you can call me the Anti-Mason. 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 Sitting in my living room, smoking tough and drinking wine, trying to let these cynical thoughts find a way out of my mind. I'm just another person that stays up with current events, and I'm torn between activism and just paying the rent. I used to do the news, even had my own website and show. Thanks and props to Jason Boss, but I'm rapping so you can know everything the talking heads on TV don't want you to hear. Government spending billions on killing militants and civilians every year. Nearly turned cold from seeing so much damn corruption. Really observing how the people of this planet function. Mass destruction and exploitation of every facet of life. The sort of horrible images living in my dreams at night, feeling like I might lose it. And what the Vatican's doing, abusing children, but still insisting they're the voice of reason. While the whole religious system may as well be run by a demon of meaning. Radical assholes of every single color and creed, obsessed with creating hatred and dissension within the majority or the minority. So fuck the so-called moral authorities, abhorrently torturing those considered to be at war with the Axis or allies. Whatever contrived box suits your purpose, like Armenians rounded up and genocided by a Turkish regime that's being reborn this very day. Erdogan using double agents to stage attacks, blame it on the PKK. It's blowing away the veil of secrecy that used to stand over dissemination of information, explaining the master plan. Damn to live in a world that isn't interested in you. Explain to me for a second or two just how they expect us to live. Working 2 jobs just to buy food, pay the rent, and still give most of our income in taxes in some form or another. It's like Big Brother got the populace smothered under a blanket of statist fascist madness, and I'm still left to wonder how many more lies will the men in power utter, motherfucker. As my peers over the years, my perspective is hardened, and my vocal opinions have made me a target. The darkness that indeed breeds the seeds of death hates the light of day, so they don't take too kind to Seth. Instead, I'm left to solo smoke, spitting dope, lyrical prose, miracle flows, exposing those as the fear of it grows. Who knows what sort of madness the future may hold? A lie explodes into the truth upon the evening news, and so the sheep eating rotten meat while the flock's getting fleeced. See, I'm panicking over the latest, greatest television disease. Industry is killing we, just like all of our technology. Astronomically deceptive like physics of astronomy, philosophically gifted with depicting logical fallacies. That's why haters waste their time leaving comments all mad at me, as gradually they begin to realize I'm really not crazy. I don't expect tech or some man-made religion to save me. Hate me if you want, but I'll never fucking quit. I'll keep talking raw till my own pulse ain't shit. Like paint chips and pipes, we might be poisoned with lead, dread in our hearts that's fed by the death in our heads, bred like cattle, a chattel, and referred to as Goyim, enjoying our destruction as illustrated by our avoidance to call it as it is, rather than what's commonly spoken. An empire run by erratic fanatics claiming to be God's chosen, supposing for a moment that it's just a delusion, where all of our perspective social structures really doing is bankrolling the sickest dreams that can never be reality through brutal deeds and greed. And see, it's all that insanity, tragic madness, killing millions with bomb bullets and gases. It's savage, the left and right, destroying the middle passage, divide and conquer. Never ever meant so many fucking things as it does to us when we're viewing television screens. The memes and things like vines and tweets are truly what keep the people dumb as fuck, shit out of luck. Shut the television off and stop playing games on your cell phone. You want to just give into the lesser path? Alas, I say hell no to those of a different mind to stand the fuck up, unless they want to live their life like they stuck. It's nuts, but they do it every day till their demise. Flipping burgers while cops murder, see the hatred in their eyes while mothers cry over the fate of the children, as the government trains the young people to kill them. The villains are nearly invisible, but the minions, a legion, a bloodthirsty army controlled hardly without deceiving. Believing in the government is like believing in a god that's been shown 1,000 times to be nothing but a fraud. See, it's the brainwashed populations all over that really scare me. My word is bond and word to God. Remember Miriam Carey.
And a woman from Connecticut with her small child had gone, we're now learning, into D.C. to do some errands and came up on a checkpoint they had just set up. It's in the news, a random checkpoint, and she didn't stop at the checkpoint. She got scared, reportedly might have bumped the checkpoint when she turned around near the White House, and then drove towards the Capitol, got stuck in a roundabout, and hundreds of armed men, hundreds that had poured out, then fired more than 15 shots into her, right next to her small child. And then the police chief, this is NBC News, Kathy Lanner, said that the police acted heroically, killing a woman next to her child for the crime of running from the police. And notice the controlled media for 5 hours before today said it was a mass shooting, that an officer had been shot, and that the woman was riding around trying to run over the gates at the White House, firing her guns into the air like Yosemite Sam. None of it was true.
You know, something happened last week that came down on Thursday that everyone missed in the media. Do you remember a year ago an unarmed African-American woman lost her way in Washington, D.C. and drove in circles with an infant in the back of her car, her infant, in a baby seat? She got lost in the maze around the White House, and she was executed by the park police. They violated all the laws that were in place of never firing into a car that was stopped. They fired into the car and killed her. They were found not guilty. All the police were let off the hook.
You'll never know the change your words can make in someone else's heart, or can distract the masses, or create a flame from a single spark. The clean defrauds disguised as gods upon the evening news. Even rappers nowadays justifying the war, American troops and true. You see, the game is heartless, full of racist artists, grown latent garbage just to make the charts. It's retarded, but that's just the social order we contribute to through inaction against the mindset of it's okay to pollute, to use troops, violent force to ensure that others abide by arbitrary rules that those with tons of guns provide. See, we're only a few steps away from burning people at stakes. I live in a caves, even now, millions die for the cult of the state. Chance of fate, it's all the same when you're lying in a grave. Take a couple moments to reflect upon the choices that you've made. See, no one is immoral, but so many live like they are. Materialism feeds the system, so they keep you buying new cars, new clothes, new homes. It's just also unnecessary. How you gonna take it with you when your ass is getting buried? Married to consumerism, it's like a never-ending loop. The more stuff you own, you know, the more stuff owns you. It's doomed to repeat eternally. The only one that loses is you. So I've got no time or patience for a whack rap feud. Just tap that dude and just let him fucking know that I see you mean mugging when I'm rocking a show, and I don't trip over it. In fact, I'd like to speak because people like him are exactly who I'm trying to reach. Freedom of speech means nothing if you don't use it, so I remain silent to new governmental abuses. It's useless to sit on your ass and expect things to be different. It means nothing if you don't apply what you learn from wisdom. Isn't living dismal when you don't keep it simple? You don't even own your own home, you know it's just a fucking rental from the people that claim you, and you pay taxes too. You know what they say, always judge your tree by its fruit, and they fruits are deadly poison. So what you gonna do? Swallow or follow the lie, or try to find the fucking truth, regardless of what your own preconceptions might be, because you have your own biases just like me. Mighty are the things that we can make together, never let up when we realize diversity is the key to making our lives forever better. Peace. I was born to die, so I live with no more fear of persecution. Institutions that thrive off of the sheer volume of negative thought taught to us upon the daily. Greatly benefited if you listen, rather than fucking hate me. Maybe I can change your view if you'd only listen. Rather than quietly bitching about the conditions that we live in, indecision keeps you stuck in the same fucking patterns. Believing your paycheck is the only thing that matters. Shattered is the self-image living in you of a god. Contradictory to the bullshit that you and I were taught. Thoughts are not just simple neuron clusters that fire. Their expression incarnate, whose targets can hurt or inspire might in all of the lies from 1,000 different sides. You don't have to close your eyes to open your motherfucking mind. time is not important, only life should hold your focus. Locusts come in different forms, the norm will always appear hopeless. I've noticed the atrocious seem to be our society's locus. Smoke is closest when the explosive opus is quoted or spoken, and now my mind's blooming like a lotus. You see, from Stephen Hawking to Moses, it's all just so fucking bogus. But you know this, even if your mouth will never say it, thoughts are wasted upon a rapture or some motherfucking spaceship. It ain't shit, but still all the sheep fucking believe. Like all the racist status trying to defend the police, to me we grieve for things while everything we really need is taken. The craven masons making the heart of the people truly vacant. It's blatant, but what can I do to honestly fight it? The odds don't look so good of David winning against Goliath. Corporate titans like those who know the currency's a joke. Your print is still and always will to keep us broke. Fallacious hope won't save you from the reality you've built. Your own end of days, you've dug your grave and now it's filled. Corporate titans like those who know the currency's a joke. Your print is still and always will to keep us broke. Fallacious hope won't save you from the reality you built. Your own end of days, you dug your grave and now it's fucking filled. You don't have to close your eyes to open your motherfucking mind.
And it goes a little something like this.
Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I live in New York, she lives in New York, and I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. And I think she really works hard, and I think she, again, she's given an agenda. It's not all of her, but I think she really works hard, and I think she does a good job, and I like her.
Do you think that she says she's out at the end of this term? Do you think we're going to see her again running for office?
I think so. I think, assuming she's healthy, which I hope she will be, I think she probably runs after the next 4 years, I would imagine. Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, the thing, they get a bad knock. She's a very nice woman. People think tough, and I guess she's tough, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. We know all about the smarts and how smart they are, but they are good people, 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 good people.
A brand new day for the human race. Get the iPhone out your face. Have a taste of the truth, unsubdued by material state. You make your face, so take your chance and live your life right.
with your mind firing on all cylinders and your thoughts and innocent inquisitors that like to lead reality splintered to members of the populace. And the preposterous tempers lenders of fiat currency urgently rising interest premiums, having the rest to debt to men without even seeing them, leading them down the path to slavery made to be obedient cattle, living your days like a slave till your cage getting rattled. Adult thoughts lost in the world with propaganda, social utopia mostly a lie, just like Bernie Sanders. Instead of a demand, a better existential plane where all one people equal but each unique in our own way. Don't let our veins same like answers of rooms we came. Don't let the division kill us. Expand beyond your mental borders. It's time to push. Fuck George Bush and his new world order. We need to make our own and grow to our potential. 10 million different nations making war government non-essential. I've been to the mountaintop and back, seen what we could achieve. Justify yourself the best you can. Stand up and take the lead. Indeed, peace.
Yes, we can.
Open up your head and let the universal wisdom flow in. Let it speak to you like a best friend, cause it is. You don't have to feel alone anymore, kids, know this. The road to freedom ain't hopeless, but it requires your focus. Earth is a living hell right now. I'm selling snow cones, the po-po try to shut me down, that's a no-no. Powers they be going up in smoke as Phoenix sets fire to the microphone. April 15th is a worldwide smoko. We're gonna hit them with a no-show. Power is within, power is within, and if you're doubting that it is, there's a voice, listen in. Life is a choice between love and fear. Don't go to war, son. Mom doesn't need the tears. Humanity has suffered for years. Global calamity left us on our knees, searching for sanity and shattered our ability to think clear. Listen, we got the remedy here.
Love goes much more deep than facial features. It shines through minds to reach the soul so eager to love someone, to feel love in return from birth to dirt. And some people's only concern to learn the selfless steps of true emotion, without even a single word needing to be spoken. It's open for interpretation, but face it, no other state can replace it. Never bowing down to a rapping multi-platinum master mason. Stop chasing castles made of air because there's nothing there. Just the selfish hopes and dreams of those that don't really care. Staring at the stars all can help you understand yourself, and love can show you really how to live for someone else, to give your time and energy while expecting nothing back. This message is meant to be the opposite of modern rap that promotes being an asshole like it's supposed to be fun, but it's not. You've got to know what it's like to love someone. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. Love is born into the heart, it makes us truly human. And when it starts to make its mark, you'll see through the illusions produced just to make you believe in something less. Stars and bars and credit cards won't buy you self-respect. Don't expect the best, just prepare for the worst. You've gotta know just how to grow before you're lying in a hearse. Thirst for love can dry you up if it's not tempered with reason. And love can be such a lovely thing, it's something to believe in. See, some might say I'm strange for me to speak so plain, but the moral of the story would take too long to explain. You change the world around you with the choices you make. Sometimes you gotta buckle down and rise beyond the hateful state that makes the shameful break the beautiful things that others create. Just let go of the dedicate yourself to something. Let love initiate an intellectual spark in your heart, leading to something new, a different understanding of your role in the world around you. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. You gotta know love goes deeper than the bones. You gotta know love is deeper than the skin. From the first breath I took, my life has been a bitter struggle. But just let me say, before you start with your rebuttal, that I'm grateful for it, even the most trying experience. Because I've been through so much madness that there's no need fearing it. Steering it in a better direction, looking for some love to share or some wisdom. What's the difference when you're through with being scared, impaired, no longer will alone to be accepted, not neglected? Cause when you're free, it seems in best interest for you to let it fizzle out with your ego and all the other pre-programming. Each day is a blessing, stressing better understanding of self, of others' life, and what's all around us. Few things are better than having people that you can trust. Muster up some courage to live your life like you should, the way you always told yourself you would if you could. Just apply yourself to a subject that's already understood and forge a new path beyond what's written in books. Hollywood shook the pillars of your self-perception, complex, deceptive context, fondest folk, computer-generated objects, nonsense prophets, those with the most to gain from lies. But it all feels insignificant watching the moon float across the sky. Why are we here and who created our plane of existence? Even without an answer to believing, I can still smile in ignorance. Is it physics explains the firmament as being interspatial, or is it water molecules excited through ever-changing sonic tables to chase away you out as you quest for truth? But the catch is worth the obstacles that life throws at you to do. You can spend all your days examining false flag operations, but it'll never bring you closer to that inner peace you're chasing. Masons making it appear as if reality is hidden, but we can perceive everything with the equipment we've been given. I've written the hardest bars charged with that hateful attitude, but at the last breath that's left sets in a state of gratitude. And no, I ain't mad at you. How could I be when in reality you're just as fucked up as me? Oh shit, man. You don't even know. Maybe you do. Peace. Sun shining as I'm rising out of bed to see a better day. The enslaving chains in your brain, man, just let them break. Set it straight, forget a state. Your rights come from your very nature, no matter what their authority. Don't ever let the system break. Escape to somewhere cleaner through the actions you take, and see a brighter future through the decisions you make. Starting late, still better than not starting at all. The truth before your eyes, see the writing up on the wall. It's all been passed down and shared since the days of old. Peace of mind is worth more than social status or gold. Hold on to the moment and just let yourself grow. The mind shows how times flow, don't need to be slowed. Who knows where we go, but I know where we are. Drop the fear and hate, let the love rise in your heart. The wonderment and awe as we lay upon a plane. How could I be anything but grateful as I see a better day? Peace.